For ages, folks have been scratching their heads about what might have been around before the Big Bang. It's not just about understanding the cosmos, it is about pushing our own understanding of how stuff works. Imagine standing at the very start of everything, looking out into nothing and wondering what was there. The Big Bang supposedly kicked off time, space, and everything else. But was there anything before that? Was it just empty? Or something we can't even imagine? Brian Cox, that science guy, thinks there might have been something kinda scary before the Big Bang. It makes you rethink what's real about time and space. We're gonna look at the science, the guesses, and weird mysteries that might tell us what came before. Cosmic inflation, weird quantum stuff, dark energy, and even other universes might be involved. It could blow your mind and give you a new look at our place in the universe. Get ready to check out stuff beyond imagining, where what we don't know keeps scientists up at night. Let's see what might have been before the Big Bang and why those ideas mess with everything we thought we knew. To get what could have been before, we gotta get what the Big Bang was. Scientists say it's when the universe got super hot and dense, then exploded outward, making all the stuff we know. When you look at the stars, you can see galaxies flying away from a center point. But why did that happen? And was there time before that hot start? Cosmic inflation says, yeah, there was a before, and it wasn't empty. The universe was cold and huge, like a big nothing. But it had tons of energy that made space grow like crazy. Space expanded super fast, then it slowed down, and that energy turned into the stuff we know as the Big Bang. But what was that energy? Why did the universe suddenly inflate, and why did it stop? Scientists think cosmic inflation made tons of different parts of the universe, each with its own Big Bang. Think of a never-ending blanket with bubbles popping up all over it. Each bubble is a universe, like ours. It's called the inflationary multiverse, and it means there could be a million Big Bangs and universes. Our universe is just one of them. This crazy idea messes with how we see everything and makes you wonder what else is out there. Thinking about nothing before the Big Bang is just a guess, at least for now. Even if you took away all the energy, particles, and radiation, it still wouldn't be totally empty. Our universe has dark stuff, quantum fields, and forces that make it impossible to have true nothingness. Even if we got rid of all that, the universe would still make new energy. It makes scientists wonder if true nothingness is even possible. Space itself has rules that stop it from being totally empty. If you tried to make a place with nothing in it, no particles, radiation, or energy, quantum fields and constants would still be there. So, this nothing would still have stuff going on. One thing is zero-point energy, the lowest energy possible in quantum fields. Particles can pop in and out of existence, leaving a trace even in empty space. It throws off our idea of a true void, saying that even before the Big Bang, there was something that scientists are just starting to understand. One big idea in science is eternal inflation. If inflation could make our universe, maybe it never stops. Brian Cox talks about a scary, huge inflationary multiverse where universes keep being created and expanding. Every Big Bang is like a spark making a new universe, while inflation keeps going elsewhere. This could go on forever. These infinite universes mean there's a fractal universe, where every new universe can make its own Big Bang. Each universe is separate because of how fast space is expanding. It's cool and a little scary since it means there's no real beginning or end. What if our universe is just a tiny part of something huge that's always expanding? And what if there's no before or after, just universes being made and dissolving forever? Quantum field theory makes thinking about nothing even harder. It says the universe isn't just stuff floating in space, it's a web of energy fields that make everything we see. Like invisible oceans with particles like ripples. Even when these fields are at their lowest, they're still active. Particles can appear and disappear, borrowing energy before giving it back. These virtual particles are temporary and leave a trace of their existence. Virtual particles mess with the idea of a true void. Even in an empty universe, fields would still be active and make particles briefly. This means the universe doesn't do emptiness like we think it should. Forces fill the cosmos with energy that stops absolute nothingness. If fields make particles, and particles make matter, could the universe have come from this nothing full of quantum fields? Dark energy, that weird force that's making the universe expand faster, might have been around before the Big Bang. Some scientists think the dark energy we see now is left over from an energy field that was around before our universe was born. Dark energy hints at a hidden power that could have powered inflation. Even if our universe had no matter or radiation, dark energy would still be stretching space. If dark energy was around before the Big Bang, it might have set the stage for our universe. Could dark energy be the reason for cosmic inflation, or even how our universe started? Maybe dark energy not only made our universe but also holds the key to other universes. Another idea is cyclic cosmology, which says the universe goes through endless cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. The Big Bang isn't just a one-time thing, it's part of a cosmic beat where universes expand, shrink, and expand again. Our universe might have come from the leftovers of a previous one. The shrinking and expanding mean there was no real start but a never-ending line of universes coming and going. Cyclic cosmology makes you think about time differently, like it's a circle instead of a line. If it's right, what was before the Big Bang was just another version of the universe that collapsed and made ours. It's a neat way to explain where everything came from, saying the cosmos has always been here in some form, beyond what we think time and existence are. Primordial gravitational waves might also give us clues about what was before the Big Bang. These waves are ripples in space caused by big cosmic events. If we find primordial waves, they could tell us about the universe's first moments from the inflationary period. But what if there were waves before the Big Bang? Some ideas say gravitational waves could come from a time before the Big Bang, giving us a peek into that time. What was before the Big Bang is still one of science's biggest head-scratchers. The search for answers will probably take a long time as we come up with new ideas and new discoveries. Could the universe have always been here? Did it come from a quantum thing, a cosmic goof, or something even weirder? Or is the real answer beyond what we can understand, where time and space don't even work the way we think they do? As we keep looking into the universe, one thing's for sure: the journey will change how we understand existence for a long time. For ages, folks have wondered what was around before the Big Bang. It's not just about the past, it messes with how we even think about the universe. Imagine standing at the very edge, trying to look into nothingness, wondering what could have been. The Big Bang? That's when time, space, and, well, everything started. But did something spark it all? Was it just pure emptiness before the cosmos got its groove on? Or was there something way weirder before time as we know it? Science is taking us on a wild ride as we try to figure this out, causing us to question everything. Physicist Brian Cox, the cosmos guy, thinks the answer might be a bit spooky. He wants us to rethink reality, time, and space. We're going to check out the science, the guesses, and some seriously odd stuff that might explain what went down before everything. Ideas like cosmic inflation, those quantum jitters, crazy energy, and even other universes are up for grabs. Some of the things we'll find might blow your mind, but they might also help us figure out where we fit in this giant cosmos. Get ready for a trip beyond what we can even imagine, a place where the unknown freaks researchers out. Let's try to figure out what could have been around before the Big Bang and why those ideas turn what we thought was true on its head. So, to get what could have been before, let's get what the Big Bang actually was. Scientists see it as this super hot, dense moment when the universe took off, creating matter, energy, and all those forces. When we look up, we can see the galaxy spreading out from this point. But why did this happen? And was there a before to this hot beginning? Cosmic inflation says yep. There was a before, and it wasn't boring. Basically, before the Big Bang, the universe was cold, empty, and huge, like a massive void. But even that void had energy, which caused space to expand super fast. That's inflation. It set the stage for everything. In a flash, space blew up until expansion chilled out, and that energy turned into the stuff we know as the Big Bang. But what was this energy? Why the sudden inflation, and why did it stop? Scientists think the early rush created new parts of the universe, each with its own Big Bang. Imagine bubbles popping up on a never-ending blanket. Each bubble is its own universe, including ours. It's called the inflationary multiverse, and it means tons of Big Bangs and endless universes. Our home is just one of many. It messes with our heads, thinking about what else could be out there. Even the idea of nothingness before the Big Bang is just a theory, at least with what we know now. Even if we sucked out all the energy, particles, and radiation, it still wouldn't be empty because dark matter, that wacky energy, quantum fields, and other forces just won't leave us alone. Even at its emptiest, the universe cooks up more energy. This stumps scientists and shows that real nothingness might not even be possible here. When we dig around, we notice that space itself has properties, laws, and constants that don't let it be completely empty. Try to make a space with absolutely nothing, no particles, radiation, energy, but guess what? Those quantum fields and constants still stick around. Even empty, stuff still happens, like zero-point energy, where particles can pop up and disappear. This wrecks our whole void concept, proving that even before the Big Bang, something was around, and scientists are barely scratching the surface. One of the coolest ideas in the world of cosmos right now is eternal inflation. If inflation created our universe, then it might happen all the time. Brian Cox jokes this is like a seriously huge multiverse where universes pop up and grow forever. Each Big Bang is like a spark igniting a new universe, while the rest of inflation keeps chugging along, making even more. This could go on forever. This leads to the idea of a fractal universe, where each new one has the potential to make its own Big Bang. Each universe is its own thing, separated from the others by rapid expansion. Scientists are excited and a little disturbed because it points to an endless multiverse, no beginning or end in sight. What if our universe is just a tiny speck, expanding forever? And what if the truth is, there's no before or after, just an eternal cycle of universes? Our grasp of nothing is made all the more complicated when thinking about quantum field theory. In this theory, the universe is more than just space junk. It's a net of energy fields zipping through the cosmos, bumping into one another to make everything we see. These fields are like oceans where particles are ripples and waves. Even at their calmest, they're still busy. Particles can flash into the world and then vanish, borrowing energy before paying it back. This makes virtual particles temporary blips. Virtual particles mess with the idea of a true void. Imagine a universe with no matter, no radiation, and no energy. Do you have nothing? Not according to quantum field mechanics. Even there, fields stay alive, spitting out particles every so often. This means the universe just might not match our idea of emptiness. The fields and forces hang around, filling up space with energy, so absolute nothingness is not possible. This leads to a big question. If fields make particles, and particles make matter, then could the universe have come from this nothing packed with fields? Dark energy, the mysterious force pushing the universe to grow faster, might have been around before the Big Bang. Some scientists think that the dark energy we know today is a leftover from a field that existed even earlier. Some physics concepts even suggest that dark energy may have powered the early expansion, leading to the universe we know. Dark energy's presence makes it seem as though a force could survive, no matter how empty things got. If dark energy was around before the Big Bang, could it have shaped things to allow our universe to exist? Might it be the quiet force that began our cosmos, or even the source? Maybe dark energy not only helped make our universe, but holds the secret to even more universes. Another idea stands apart from Big Bang theories: cyclic cosmology. It's the idea that the universe lives in loops of birth, death, and rebirth. With this, the Big Bang is not a one-time deal but a bit in a larger cycle where universes grow, shrink, and then grow again. Our universe might have been born from another one. The endless cycle means there was never a true beginning but a never-ending chain of universes.